Shalom Yasharallah, which means peace Israel. We are the Hebrew Israelites, and we'd like to start off by giving our praises, our honor, and our glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Alright, now the name Yahweh is the true and powerful mighty name for the word ignorantly calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh, or Ahaya. Ba'ashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai is the true and powerful mighty name for the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yeshua, or Yeshaya. And the Rakakadash is the Holy Spirit according to the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. We'd like to give them honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who we learn the truth of the Bible from. And peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, to you believers and listeners out there that came back to the faith and obedience of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Much love and respect unto your brothers pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth, risking your lives and freedom now more so than ever. May Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai continue to bless your households. I'm the brother Yawam, and this is
Yazariala.
Alright, and we are here today fishing for the elect of the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel consists primarily of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. You also have the Israelite foreigners who are likened unto the speckled bird, who may look like the heathen nations because they're scattered among the heathen nations, but their bloodline and lineage goes back unto Jacob, by where their forefathers. Alright? So, today we're going into a time like no other, but before we go into that, I'm passing on to my brother.
Shalom hermanos, otra vez aquí en el campo, en el norte de Houston, sacando las buenas noticias a ustedes negros, latinos, indígenas, que son el pueblo de Israel. Y antes de empezar, quiero darle toda honra y respeto a Yahweh, a Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, Rakakadash, que Yahweh viene siendo el nombre del Padre Todopoderoso, o Jehová, o Yahvé, o Dios, es Yahweh, creador de todo, lanzadero de días. Bahasham, que es el nombre de, y Yahweh Shai, si ustedes le llaman Jesús o Cristo, ignorantemente. Y doble honores a los maestros de la Gran Piedra Molino, donde aprendimos esta verdad. Move it a little bit more. There you go. Y Shalom al tercio de la casa de David, que va a ser salvo en los últimos días. Los electos de la nación de Israel, Shalom a ustedes. Y Shalom a los pájaros espíritus que están dispersados en las cuatro esquinas del mundo, que se ven como las otras naciones, pero regresan a la casa de Israel y están siendo dedicados por sus videos. Shalom a ustedes. So, estamos hablando hoy en día de las tribulaciones que vienen, que va a haber un tiempo como nunca visto, acuerdo a las profecías, acuerdo al libro de Jeremías 37. Es la tribulación de Jacob que viene, que es el último obstáculo para que los electos puedan pasar este examen, okay, y puedan entrar al reino. So we're waiting on the last obstacle, which is Jacob's trouble.
The hour of temptation, the MOTB.
Right. And it's going to be the last event that we're going to have to go through to enter before the kingdom of heaven. The last temptation. So we're going to be put through the test, just like the Hunger Games, if you would call them.
Yep.
You know, they all get these movies from somewhere, and they all coincide with the scriptures, one way or another.
You know, this is, you know, the master plot
Done.
screenwriting. So,
Done.
you know, they sit there and, you know, they cherry pick here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, pretty much all the premises of all your little stories come from here.
That's right.
All right? But, you know, without further ado, we're going to jump into the scriptures. We're going to open up with Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 16. And it reads, "For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed." Okay, and you know, this is twofold because it can talk about the government of the nation of Israel. You know, the leaders of our people today. You know, your Al Sharptons. You know,
Jesse
Jacksons. You know, all them guys. But also, you can lead. You know, you can go into Esau's government as well. Okay, because technically they are the leaders of our people today. Okay, and they're leading, you know, Esau's leading our people. They gave us black and Hispanic culture. Okay, and that's pretty much death culture in itself.
That's right.
Okay, so it's causing us to err. Okay, because, yeah, the nation of Israel went off, but like we never went off like how we are going off today.
Yeah, of all the captivities, we always knew we were Israelites. So this is the worst captivity because we didn't know we were Israelites.
Exactly.
They took away our heritage.
Everything from us.
They stripped us from our name, our customs, our culture, our language, and they knew who we were. So it's not like it was done on accident, but it was prophecy was supposed to happen anyways.
So yeah, they cause us to err. You know, the error goes into sin. sinning against Yahweh Bashim Shai.
Right.
From everything, from the shit they put in our food, okay, to what they teach us in school, what they have on TV and our music, everything, man, causes us to go, because all that they give to us goes against the Heavenly Father, man. It goes contrary against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Go ahead, Doc.
Ese es Isaías 9:16. Los jefes han extraviado a este pueblo, y los que buscaban un guía se perdieron. Por el Señor no tuvo compasión de los jóvenes. Sí, porque el Señor en esos últimos días no va a tener compasión nomás a los electos y a nadie más. Y a los que no son los electos se va a reír de ellos. It tells you in the scriptures that he's going to laugh at the 2/3 of the nation of Israel.
Yeah, he's going to laugh, they can laugh, and mock them, when their fear comes.
Because, he's going to have compassion on the 1/3, but he's going to laugh at the 2/3. That's like the ultimate Jake thing, Like,
yep, but he's justified in laughing at them, though, because here it is, he had he had his hand outstretched to him, trying to, lend him a helping hand, and they kept slapping it away. And after a while, a person gonna get tired of getting their hand slapped.
Right.
Okay? So Yahweh Shemiel Shai, he gonna get to the point where he's like, hey, fuck y'all. Alright, I tried to help, but hey, you ain't want my help, so figure it out on your own. Go turn to your idols that y'all been calling upon, okay, and see if they can deliver you. But as far as me helping you, hell no. Because you had your opportunity, you refused to hearken unto the men that I set up and established to teach you my ways, because I'm not going to come down from my heavenly throne to come talk to some mere mortal.
Right.
So, but this is the book of Matthew chapter 15 and verse 14, and this is red letter, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. And we're not blind. Okay, we know who to follow. We know we to follow Yahweh Shai whithersoever he goes.
That's right.
Okay? So, but our people, they're trusting in the shadow of Egypt. They're trusting in,
That's right.
in the mountains of, of Babylon, Samaria, of their oppressors. Okay? And so that's going to be their downfall for trusting in man instead of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Go ahead.
That's right. Este es Mateo 15:14. Déjenlos pues, son ciegos que guían. Mateo 15:14. Déjenlos pues, son ciegos que guían a otros ciegos. Porque nuestra gente ama a este mundo. A los artistas, a los comediantes, a los actores, y siguen a los raperos. Y ellos siguen a esa gente. Pero no siguen los ejemplos que Yahweh Bashim Yahweh dejó aquí. Ellos aman a este mundo, se visten como esta gente, actúan como esta gente, man, y hacen los males de esta gente. Because our people follow these actors, these simps, these comedians, these rappers to do wicked. They dress like them, they want to talk like them. There's niggas, look, there are people that went to college, okay, are ballers, right? Whether they be in the NBA, whether they be soccer players or football players, but they want to act like niggas up in the club, taking a pistol in the club, shooting themselves in the foot. You're a millionaire. There's something wrong when you say, well, I want to be like this guy that don't have shit. When you have everything now, you work so hard for it, you're willing to throw it all away? It just doesn't make no damn sense. Yeah, destroyed.
Yep.
Destroyed.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, Hosea 4:6.
That's right.
All right. And this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Okay, and this is talking about modern Egypt. Okay, because this was clearly written after the captivity of Egypt. So this is talking about modern day Egypt, which is America.
That's right.
Okay, how about Shemal Shah? He's gonna deliver us out of here, because look at our people, man. Our people are dumb as hell. They don't know what the hell going on. They thinking that that Montgomery, Alabama shit, you know, they thinking like that's the end all be all. We got one victory, man, but we still behind enemy lines. Okay?
They made an idol out of a chair, man.
Exactly.
Folding chair.
We won one fucking battle where we ain't win the fucking war, man. The war is not over yet. The war is not over until Yahweh Shai beam up his elect onto them chariots and America, Babylon the Great is destroyed. That's when we finish.
That's right.
Okay, but until then, we still fight.
Jake wants to do the victory lap, but there's no victory yet.
Exactly.
Ass backwards, man.
You know, Esau looking at that shit too, man.
Yeah.
Pissed off.
Yeah. You finished, brother?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Este es 4 de Esdras, capítulo 15, versículo 10. He aquí, mi pueblo es llevado como un rebaño al matadero. No les permitirá ahora habitar en la tierra de Egipto. ¿Ok? Porque Egipto era esclavitud para nosotros, pero Egipto representa Estados Unidos hoy en día. Porque el Egipto que nuestra gente ama en el tiempo activo del Éxodo era porque ¿qué? Tenían caballos, tenían un ejército fuerte. Y es lo mismo aquí. Nuestra gente ama Estados Unidos porque ¿qué? Tienen tecnología, tienen tanques, tienen aviones. Es el ejército más fuerte y más usado en el mundo. Y ellos piensan que nadie puede contra Estados Unidos. Pero es lo mismo que los egipcios pensaron. Y ahora Estados Unidos va a caer, man. So, remember, our people believed in ancient Egypt because they had horses, they had chariots, they had the best swords, they had the best army of the world, the known world at that time. But it was nothing against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Exactly. He made light work to them.
Light. They never recovered from that, ever. They never became the powerhouse ever again.
Yeah, that was it. That was their glory days, right? As they say, glory days right there. But after that, they never bounced back. It's gonna be the same for Esau, Edom, but see, for him, he's gonna be utterly destroyed after 1,000 years, man.
That's right.
This is 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse 11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie. Okay, you know, and they believe in this failing economy, man. Okay, they're trusting in oppression so hard it's ridiculous, man. They trusting in all these lies, plantation Christianity, Catholicism,
right?
All these different denominations, these different false doctrines, all these ideologies. Our people believe wholeheartedly in that shit, man.
Remember what we always say? Jake is putting out the application and the Titanic is going down.
Yep.
Same concept, bro. Everything's happening and people are pissed off. You know, there's I saw a TikTok the other day. The guy goes, I have an education. I'm 30-some years old. I don't have my own house. He's like, I'm sad. I can't afford my own house. So I go to the store. I can't afford nothing at the store. And I bought $70 of toothpaste and all this bullshit just so it's like, I see the prices of them going up. It's like, now I just want to sit down and watch TV all day and call it nothing. Like, because they know it's like, it's the end.
Yep.
It's only going to get worse. People are
worse.
Stealing food for the first time in America. Steaks, and they're doing nothing about it.
They got the shit. In some states, they got the goddamn shit locked up. They got the meat locked up.
Yeah. That happened like 6 months ago to a year, but now it's happening again because it's getting worse. But guess what? The grocery stores ain't doing nothing about it.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen is that store has to shut down.
Yep.
You know.
It's gonna be
that happened in the Bay Area. All those places are getting robbed. They just said, you know, that's it. We can't compete. We're out of here.
Then places gonna get scarce. Then food's gonna get scarce.
But it's programming the people to what? Do that to their neighbor. Because they're gonna. You think about this.
And we're gonna go into that.
When people haven't eaten in a couple of days, and somebody starts making some top ramen soup, how far do you think that smell is gonna go? And people are gonna smell.
It's gonna be like
it's that shrimp.
Cartoons.
It'll be like that shrimp, whatever, bullshit, and people are gonna kick down doors to get some top ramen soup, man. Anything, rice, beans, whatever. That's the days we're in.
Yep.
People are seeing this. People are like, I don't know how people are making it. We're barely making it, you know.
And the only reason why we're making this through the spirit and power.
That's
of
right. That's right. You know. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not in the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay, and that's going to be their downfall. They believing in unrighteousness while we believing in the truth, And we fighting tooth and nail for our salvation, while everybody, while 2/3 is fucking off. Okay, right. And we, and we just hoping like hell and praying like all heaven that our sacrifices are found deemed worthy, that we were predestined from the foundation of the earth. Okay, because we don't know, but hey, we hold on to that hope, and that's what keeps that's what pushes us, that week in, week out, day in, day out, man. Because hey, it can get overwhelming in this truth sometimes, man.
Sure.
But hey, you gotta think back on the reward, what we're fighting for, the salvation, and get the hell up out of here, to get up underneath our oppressors, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, Doc.
Dice 2 Tesalonicenses capítulo 2 versículo 11. Pero eso Dios deja que el error de los engaños y que creen en una mentira, a fin de que sean condenados todos los que no han querido creer en la verdad, sino que se complacen en la maldad. Entonces el Señor los hizo que creen en una mentira. Por eso tu mamá, tu tía, tu papá creen en la iglesia católica. Tú les has dicho, papá, eso no está en la iglesia, pero siguen yendo a la iglesia. ¿Por qué? Porque el Señor los hizo ciegos. No quieren que reciban la verdad. Y yo sé que eso se oye cruel y frío, pero es la verdad. Es la pura verdad. Y si tú tienes esa verdad, tú aceptas esta verdad, no hay nada que puedas hacer por ellos. Because a lot of our people are trying to break this down to their moms and dads, and they don't get it.
Yep.
They don't get it. To your brothers and sisters that went to college, and they don't get it. And guess what? Because God doesn't want them to get it. He just said it, that He made them blind.
Yep.
So just the fact that you got it, that's everything.
That's mercy.
And you should just worry about that. Don't worry about your father, your mother, your brothers, cousins that don't get it.
Yep.
Just worry that you got it.
Yep.
Pray to Yahweh Shimi Shai, bro, because hey, man, it's a lonely trip, man. It's the road less traveled for sure.
Very much.
But it's the correct path.
Yep, and it reaps so many benefits.
That's right.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity, which is sin on top of sin, unrighteousness, shall abound, meaning running rampant. Okay? The love of many shall wax cold. And that's the times we're in. Okay? I'm pretty sure people have not been cold like this towards each other ever in history. Ever. But hey, like the title of the lesson is, man, a time like never before. A time like no other. Okay, and it's, like brother said earlier, it's only going to get worse.
Right.
Okay, it's not going
to... Yeah, this is only the beginning of woes.
Yep, the beginning of sorrow is gone. So we ain't seen nothing yet.
That's right.
Go ahead, Doc.
What is it, 12 and...
There's 24 and 12.
Gotcha. Este es Mateo 24:12. Habrá tanta maldad que la mayoría dejará de tener amor hacia a los demás. ¿Porque qué? Tu propio primo, tus amigos, que eran tus amigos, van a ir contra ti, man. En estos últimos días. Te van a entregar por comida, dinero, posición. Es lo triste, man. Pero va a pasar. Because your own family are going to give you up.
Yep.
Just for food, position, coin, the digital wallet.
Credits.
Yep, there you go.
Credits. Thinking that they winning, but they ultimately losing, man. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. And that's why the love of men is going to be waxing cold. Because people are, you see it now, people are selfish as hell. Okay? Men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, wanting what the next man want, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. And that just described the majority of people in America today.
Remember what the Lord said, that this was what he said, a degenerate generation.
Yeah, degenerate vine, yeah. And
that's this generation.
Yeah.
Did you finish up, bro?
Yeah, I'm finished. Go ahead, Doc.
Would you read down to 4?
It's fine.
5. Este es 2 Timoteo capítulo 3 versículo 1. También debes de saber que en los tiempos últimos vendrán días difíciles. Los hombres serán egoístas, amantes del dinero. Y eso ya lo estamos viendo ahorita, ¿sí? Los hombres serán egoístas, amantes del dinero, orgullosos y vanidosos. Hablarán contra a Dios, desobedecerán sus padres, serán ingratos y no respetarán la religión. No tendrán cariño ni compasión. Serán chismosos y no podrán dominar sus pasiones. Serán crueles y enemigos de todo lo bueno. Serán traidores y atrevidos. Estarán llenos de vanidad y buscarán sus propios placeres en vez de buscar a Dios. Aparentarán ser muy religiosos, pero con sus hechos negarán el verdadero poder de la religión. ¿Ok? Que la verdad, que es esta palabra de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Que muchos de esos cristianos y católicos van a negar esto, porque no es para ellos. Esta verdad es para muy poco que van a estar en el reino. You know, because it's not like Christianity that we want everybody to make it. We're calling everybody over here. No. It's a small number that can accept this truth.
Yep, this world was made for many, but the world to come is made for few.
Time.
And that's the elect.
That's right.
All right. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Okay, so what are Egyptians just talking about? Because this is Isaiah. This is well after the Egyptian captivity. Okay, it's talking about the modern day Egyptian yet again. And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. Okay, and why is that? Because times are going to be hard. You know, we're going to be in a famine. Okay, for the lack of bread. We're going to get into that. City against city and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Okay, none of that's gonna do anything. Okay, that's not gonna do anything, because that left hand energy that they're using comes from the Heavenly Father anyway, and he's going to tell Satan to withdraw himself from the damn devil, from Esau Edom. Okay, and then he's going to send Yahushua to come wreck shop.
And what's happening right now with Donald Trump and all that shit?
Yep, the curses are falling on the Edomites, man.
Bro, the country's more divided than ever. That's exactly what it's talking about.
Yep.
Democrat, Republic.
And the scriptures say
the rich to the poor.
If a house is divided against itself, it
cannot stand. Cannot stand. That's right.
So hey, we witnessing the downfall of our enemies, man. It's beautiful.
That's right.
It's very beautiful. Go ahead, Al.
Ese es Isaías 19. El 18, perdón. En ese día habrá en Egipto 5 ciudades. Wait, is it 19 and 19?
19, verse 2 and 3.
Gotcha. Isaías 19:2. Voy a hacer que los egipcios se dividan, dice, y peleen uno contra otros, amigo contra amigo, ciudad contra ciudad, reino contra reino. Porque ¿qué está pasando ahorita con el presidente Donald Trump? Lo van a meter a la cárcel, man. Y estos gringos, man, están diciendo que van a hacer una guerra civil. They're talking about civil war.
Yep.
If they don't let Donald Trump go.
Yep.
For real, this is no joke, man. It sounds crazy, but
it is the truth.
It's the truth. Look, January 6th, the whole thing, right?
Yep.
So that happened, so it's capable
Exactly.
of it happening again.
Exactly.
Remember, this is the movie The Purge. Where's that come from? It's from the scriptures.
Man, people have no idea, man.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what's to come, man.
That's right.
That's why you need to be getting right with your how about Shem Shai. That way you can be protected and hid during that time, man. But this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 24. At that time, friends shall fight one against another like enemies. Okay? And it said at that time, so it's talking about Jacob's trouble, the end, the hour of temptation.
That's right.
Okay? The day of the Lord. Okay, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand still and fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Okay.
Este es 4 desde el capítulo 6, versículo 24. En aquel tiempo los amigos pelearán como enemigos, y la tierra será atemorizada con lo que la habitan. Los manantiales de las fuentes se tendrán y en 3 horas no correrán. Okay, so eso ya está predestinado, que tu propio amigo, tu vecino, va a ir contra ti y tu casa. So, puedes decir, no, ese es mi compadre, ese es, that's my homeboy.
You kicking down your door for some beanie weenies, man.
That's right, man.
The one you used to barbecue with all the time.
You showed him all the goods. You showed him all the pork and beans and all that stuff. He's coming for you on that day, man.
Yep. Be careful who you keep in your company, man. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And what's the modern day sword? The gun.
Right.
Okay. People gonna be mowing each other down in the streets. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Going back to what brother had brought out earlier, that January 6th ordeal. Okay? And there's only going to be more seditions and uproars and uprisings of the people. Okay? Hey, it's going down over there in France. It's going down over there in France. Okay? Right. And that's going to come over here to America very soon once these, dumbass Americans wake the hell up and smell the coffee.
It'll be too late.
Exactly. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, for the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So yeah, for the lack of bread is why people gonna be, just spoiling, that means, the rob, okay, they're going to be taking people's stuff, man.
People doing it right now.
Exactly. It's not even bad yet. It's
right,
not
even bad yet. But it's happening as we speak.
Yep.
People taking the steaks, people taking the chicken, people taking the milk, cheese.
Baby formula.
Yeah, there you go. Because remember, these people are going to the black market and reselling.
Getting bad out here. Go ahead, Doc.
Este es 4 de Esdras, capítulo 15, versículo 14. Ay del mundo y de los que han habitado, porque la espada y su destrucción se acerca, y un pueblo se levantará para pelear contra otro. Se levantará contra otro y espada en sus manos, porque habrá sedición entre los hombres. O sea, sedición es cuando vas con tu propia patria. E invadidos uno a otros, y no tendrán en cuenta a sus reyes y a sus príncipes. Y el curso de sus acciones estará en su poder. El hombre deseará entrar en una ciudad y no podrá. Porque causa de ese orgullo las ciudades serán alborotadas, las casas serán destruidas y los hombres tendrán miedo. El hombre no tendrá piedad de su prójimo, sino que destruirá a espada su casa y saqueará sus bienes por falta de pan y por gran tribulación. Ya te dijimos que la gente va a estar saqueando las casas por la tribulación y la hambruna del pan, falta de comida. Ya está escrito esto. Esto todavía no ha pasado, está por pasar. Se está desarrollando estos días de hambruna. Y no nomás hambruna de pan, pero de la palabra. Because we're coming to the famine of the word, but not of just the word, but of bread too.
Yep, that's true. But we're going to get into that. All right, but this is 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure that. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I've told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right. Okay, and we seeing them signs, okay, because we've been given clues on when, Yahweh's going to send his son again.
That's right.
Okay, we've been given signs, we've been given clues, but we don't know the exact date. Okay, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Yeah, and the end of Esau, Edom's kingdom is manifest, man. We see it crumbling.
Right. What are we seeing right now? We're seeing a hurricane heading towards Los Angeles. When have you heard that? I mean, it's crazy. But it's going towards Baja California. It should be hitting San Diego tonight sometime. And then it's going to continue on. Now, it was a 4, and I think it's a 3. But even a 3, or even a 2, could bring so much rain that it could do some serious damage. Okay, people don't realize it's not just in the winds, too. Hurricane winds are very powerful.
Yeah, they are.
Este es 4 de Esdras, capítulo 9, versículo 1. Entonces me respondió y dijo, mide el tiempo con diligencia en sí mismo. Y cuando veas parte de las señales pasadas que te he dicho de antemano, entonces comprenderás que es el mismo tiempo en que el Altísimo comenzará a visitar el mundo que Él hizo. El Señor está visitando el mundo, aunque no lo creas. Por tanto, cuando se vean terremotos y alborotos de la gente, y eso lo estás viendo ya, alborotos de la comida, el precio de la comida, man, y de la gente en el mundo, entonces entenderán bien que el Altísimo habló de estas cosas desde los días que fueron antes de ti, desde el principio, sí, porque esto está más de 2500 años, hermanos, ¿ok? Eso es antes del Mesías que vino. Porque como todo lo creado en el mundo tiene principio y fin, y el fin está manifestado. Todo tiene su principio, su fin. Todo tuvo su tiempo de desarrollarse. Como una planta, una flor tiene tiempo de desarrollarse. Este imperio tuvo su tiempo y ahora está por caer. ¿Ok? Todo eso es lo que estamos esperando, la caída de este imperio, para que venga el Mesías y nos salve de esta última esclavitud. Go ahead, Ark.
All righty. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation, matter of fact, I'm going to start at 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All of these are the beginning of sorrows.
That's right.
Okay, so yeah, we're just in the beginning of sorrows right now. And it's only going to get worse. Okay? Famines haven't hit yet. You know, it's getting there.
Right.
Famines is hella close right now, man. People have no idea.
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
Este es Mateo 24 y 7. Porque una nación peleará contra otra y un país hará guerra contra otra. Y habrá hambre y terremotos en muchos lugares. Pero todo eso apenas será el comienzo de dolores. Y es lo que es. Ahorita estamos en el comienzo de dolores. Es fácil los principios. Ya la gente está robando, está haciendo cosas locas, man. Pero ese es nomás el principio. Vas a ver en un mes, en 3 meses, cómo va a estar de duro.
All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, grinders going to your workers, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. That's going to everything being shut down.
Right.
Okay, because there's not going to be nobody working. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. And we see that now because music is trash now, man. Okay, but that's going, and we see that the grinding is starting to see. You got all these layoffs. Okay, that yellow trucking company just laid off all those workers, and that's going to put a huge dent in the trucking industry. And the trucking industry is how, that's part of the way how we get.
Those are the arteries of America, man.
Yeah.
That's how all the goods come in to America. Yeah, you have all these ports, but then they have the arteries that come in
because you
to
got
all
to
the
load it on a
cities.
truck. So even if it come in off the airplane, even if it come in through the boat, how are you going to get it transported to the grocery store? If you ain't got no
Train
truck?
and all that stuff. Yeah, we do have all that stuff, but
You need
trucks is the life force of America, man.
Yep.
Um,
So hey, it's gonna get bad out here. Go ahead, Doc.
what was that again? Did you read that again?
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12.
Oh, the
verse-
music. Yeah, read that again.
Okay. Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Okay, that's going into your government and your military. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
That's right.
And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Right, because robots are taking over everything. If you were working
Robots and AI, yeah.
if you were working in the food industry 2 years ago, guess what? You don't have a job right now, guaranteed, because your job in 6 months is going to be replaced by robots, artificial intelligence, like the brother said. They're taking your order now, so they don't need that person. That's less people there. In the end, there's going to be maybe 2 people in the whole store when there was 10 or 12.
Yep. The grind is gonna be hella low, man.
So you're gonna be like, well, I have
If you're not the quote
8 years of fast food experience. Well, good luck with that. We're not hiring for that.
Exactly.
There's people in Silicon Valley who became meth heads. Okay, meth heads because the cocaine wasn't there, and they're on the streets. These are people that were making over $100,000 a year, and now they're on the streets. These are programmers. These are people that were working for Google and all that stuff. Meth heads. This is not your average person doing it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Hey, but that's how about Shem Al-Shah bringing that judgment on that individual, man.
That's right. Este es Eclesiastes 12:3. Llegará el día que tiemblen los guardianes y los palacios. Y se doblen los valientes. Quedarán tan pocos molineros que dejarán de moler. Y cuando estás en molinos significa trabajo. Que los miran por las ventanas y comenzarán a perder la vista. Cuando llegue ese día, se cerrarán las puertas que dan a la calle. El ruido del molino se irá apagando. Las aves dejarán de oír su canto, pero las canciones dejarán de oírse. O sea, tú vas a andar buscando trabajo y no va a haber trabajo. Ya no va a haber ese trabajo. Como le dije al hermano, hay robots que ya están reemplazando la comida rápida. Inteligencia artificial está tomando tu comida. O que yo quiero una hamburguesa con taza y ya. No es una persona, es una computadora haciendo eso. So, muchos trabajos van a ser perdidos. Y mucha gente no tiene más que experiencia de eso. Go ahead.
All right. So back in 2nd Ezra 6, and to start at verse 18. Yeah, 18, and it said, "Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled." And we're coming to the fulfillment of our affliction. Okay, us being a time out is coming to an end, man.
Right.
Continuing on. Verse 20, "And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices. The woman with child shall bring forth untimely children of 3 or 4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown." It's going to your grocery stores, man, your farms.
Yeah, the place,
farms.
right? The place that you just planted now, it's like it wasn't so.
Exactly. "The full storehouses shall be found empty," going into your stores being empty.
Canned foods, right? And that's a big thing.
Yep, and that's because you're not getting nothing from your farms. Okay, it's all going to be
can nothing.
Exactly, it's going to be a whole domino effect. And the trumpet shall give a sound when every man hears, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So, hey, and that's proving the point when we brought that out earlier. Okay, they're gonna be fighting each other because of the famine. Okay, people gonna be hungry and losing their mind. They're gonna be trying to do everything to survive. So yeah, they're gonna turn on their friends during that time because they're trying to eat and feed their family if they have one, or they looking out for themselves because going back to 2 Timothy, men are lovers of themselves, man.
Yeah, Jake is worried about himself and nobody else. He don't worry about whether the family has any. I gotta have rims for my car, have a sound system, and I gotta look fly. And I gotta have the chain, all that stuff, right?
Yep.
I gotta go get the pedicure, baby. Come on, all that good stuff, right? Yep. Es 4 de Esdras, capítulo 6, versículo 18. Would you read down 20?
24.
Gotcha. Y dijo, aquí vienen los días en que comenzará a acercarme y a visitar a los que habitan la tierra. y comenzará a preguntarles qué han sido lo que han herido gravemente con su injusticia. Y cuando se cumplirá la aflicción de Sión, y cuando el mundo que comienza a desaparecer, ¿okay? Porque nuestro castigo está llegando a su fin, pero este mundo se está acabando, porque nomás tiene tantos minutos y tantas horas el Señor ha prometido que este lugar va a estar. Se acabe, entonces mostraré estas señales. Los libros se abrirán delante de los firmamentos y verán todos los juntos, y los hijos del antaño hablarán con sus viajes, y las mujeres con hijos darán a luz, hijos de 3 o 4 meses de edad, y vivirán y se criarán. Entonces esto va a pasar, va a haber niños de 3 o 4 meses y van a vivir. Imagínate, van a poder hablar o lo que sea. Y de repente aparecerán los lugares sembrados como no habían sembrados. O sea, no va a haber comida. Y los depósitos llenos se hallarán de repente vacíos. Y la trompeta dará un sonido que cuando todo hombre lo oye, se asustará de repente. En aquel tiempo los amigos pelearán como enemigos. Y la tierra estará atemorizada con lo que habitan. Los manantiales de las fuentes se detendrán. Y en 3 horas no correrán. El que quede todas estas cosas, te he dicho, escapará y verá su salvación y el fin del mundo. ¿Okay? So, eso es lo que viene. El fin del mundo, hermanos. ¿Okay? El fin de esta sociedad. El fin de nuestra esclavitud. Y nuestra salvación está a mano. Go ahead, Art.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more, as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in the things which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Okay, so yeah, Yahweh Shemel Shah is turning things up. He's turning up the heat. Okay, because hey, his elect, the elect are complaining like, man, Father, how long you gonna let this happen?
Right.
And you know, hey, after you hear so much nagging, after a while it gets annoying, and you just like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna take care of it. Go ahead, though.
Este es 4 de Esdras, capítulo 15, versículo 5. He aquí, dice el Señor, traeré plagas sobre el mundo, la espada y el hambre, la muerte y la destrucción, porque la maldad y contaminando en gran manera a toda la tierra y sus males obras se cumplen. Por tanto, dice el Señor, no callaré más en cuanto a la iniquidad de ellos, que profundamente cometen, y los toleraré en aquellas cosas en que se ejercitan con maldad. He aquí la sangre inocente y justa clama a mí, y las almas de los solos quejarse continuamente. La sangre de los inocentes están hablando de los israelitas, que están reclamando con el Señor de cuánto tiempo todavía va a seguir. Go ahead,
All right. All right, this is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 40, and verse 9. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. And for their sakes is coming the lake of fire too, man. And all those things mentioned. Death, bloodshed, strife, sword, calamities, famine, and tribulation, and the scourge. It's all for the wicked. Okay, Lord willing, we're found righteous in the eyes of Yahweh Shemel Shai, so we won't have to partake in any of those things, man.
We might have escaped that.
Come
on. Este es el libro de Eclesiástico 49. Peste, homicidio, fiebre, guerras, destrucción, ruina, hambres y muerte son los males creados para los malvados, para terminar con ellos. Todas esas cosas son para los malditos. Y ojalá nosotros, el Señor tenga misericordia, que no pasamos por esas tribulaciones. Go ahead,
All right, so now I want to get this account in 2 Kings, okay, because stuff like this is going to be coming back into the earth. Hey, real in a cold way. This one, man, people have no idea, man.
Right.
And Yahweh Shemel Shai and his men are going to be sitting back laughing at y'all, man. This is 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it, until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver. I want to say 80, that's like, what, 80? 80 pieces of silver.
Right.
And the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung, which is, the shit, for 5 pieces of silver. And the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall. There cried a woman unto him, saying, Help my lord, O king. Salakia. And he said, If Yahweh do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor, or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we eat my son tomorrow. So you got these two women, they came to an agreement, saying, all right, today we're going to eat my son, tomorrow we're going to eat your son. Okay. Verse 29, so we boiled my son, and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, Give thy son, that we may eat him, and she hath hid her son. Okay. So the point being is, they ate their kids, man. They cannibalism took place, man.
That's right.
And that's coming back into the world, man.
Big way.
In a big, big way.
People, because a lot of our people are obese, man.
Yeah.
Especially these women.
Yeah.
You know, they stay at home and smoke weed and don't do work exercise, nothing.
Yep.
And they'll go eat nothing but fast food.
Clogging up their arteries and shit. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Go ahead, Doc.
Esta es Segunda de Reyes, capítulo 6, versículo 25. Hubo entonces gran hambre en Samaria, pues el cerco fue tan cerrado que una cabeza de asno llegó a costar 80 monedas de plata y un cuarto de litro de estréculo de paloma, 5 monedas de plata. Un día el rey de Israel pasaba sobre la muralla y una mujer le gritó: Majestad, ayúdame. El rey respondió: si el Señor no te ayuda, ¿cómo quieres que yo lo haga? ¿Acaso puede darle trigo o vino? ¿Qué es lo que te pasa? Ella le contestó: esta mujer me dijo que entregará a mi hijo para que nos los comemos hoy y que mañana nos comemos el suyo. Entonces guisamos a mi hijo y nos lo comimos. Al día siguiente yo le dije que entregará a su hijo para que nos los comemos, pero ella lo ha escondido. Eso es el punto que nuestra gente, es estar hablando del reino del norte, ustedes latinos indígenas, eso ya pasó en la historia de ustedes y va a pasar otra vez a todo Israel. Because that was just in Samaria, but that happened to all the tribes.
Yep.
And it's going to happen again.
To all the tribes.
To all the tribes. 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to be tasting baby meat, man. Remember what that movie was? The Train? He said that he knew what, that he was, no, The Train.
Oh, yeah.
Remember he said, the worst part is that I know what young, tender meat tastes like. Because remember, they were trying to eat that baby.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Yep.
That is the best meat, the baby meat, right?
Yep.
Damn.
This, I know. This is Revelation 21 and verse 8. Okay. But the fearful and the unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the whoremongers, and the sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And that's going to when the missiles hit over here in America, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Apocalipsis 21:8, pero en cuanto a los cobardes, los incrédulos, los odiosos, los asesinos, los que cometen inmortalidad sexuales, los que practican la brujería, los que adoran ídolos y todos los mentirosos, a ellos les tocará ir al lago de azufre ardiendo, que se les es la segunda muerte. Y esa segunda muerte, hermanos, esas bombas nucleares que van a caer aquí. No piensa que es el infierno con Satanás ahí picándoles, okay? It's not hell. It's the bombs that are falling here in America, which is the lake of fire, which is the second death. Go ahead.
All right. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Okay, going to the missiles, man. Okay. That's talking about World War III. You're going to have, these fighter jets, these tanks, okay, all these, these different weapons that Esau got, rail guns, laser beams, direct energy weapons, fucking rocket launchers, machine guns, all that, man. They didn't have that back then.
Yeah, because in the olden times, you would
had
collide, you have the shields, you have the swords hitting each other. That was the noise of the blood and the sweat and the blood. There ain't going to be none of that. There's missiles, there's drones, all that stuff,
Landmines, robots.
So, somebody just pushes a button and that's it,
Yep. Behind the screen like they're playing a damn Xbox or something.
Was that 9 and 5 you said? Isaías 9:5. Las botas que hacían resonar los soldados y los vestidos manchados de sangre serán quemados, destruidos por el fuego, porque nos ha nacido un niño. Porque aquí están hablando de cómo las guerras antiguas eran. Se llevaban la ropa llena de sangre y todo eso, pero las guerras de hoy no es así. Alguien nomás pucha un botón, un dron va, cae una bomba, ya estuvo, man. a un francotirador de lejos, pum, explota y ya es todo, man. No es como antes, que vas con la espada y gritas en tu caballo y nada de eso. Go ahead.
All right. This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15.
There you go.
For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots, which the world ignorantly call UFOs or UAPs. Okay, those are the chariots or the vehicles used of the angels of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right? Like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. And that sword is Esau Edom, because that was his blessing, the sword. Okay? So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is not coming to play around, as these people may think.
Right.
Okay, but Esau Edom pretty much preaches that so people can, do as they will. And and then try to seek the Most High on their deathbed. Okay? Thinking that, the kingdom of heaven is for everybody, so they're like, oh well, I can be this way and I'm still gonna make it. But once you read and understand the scriptures, you come to realize that was a lie. A big bold-faced lie, man. Go ahead, Al.
Isaías 66:15, porque el Señor llegará en medio de fuego, sus carros parecerán un torbellino, va a descargar el ardor de su ira y las llamas ardientes de su castigo. Sí, el Señor va a hacer el juicio con fuego y va a juzgar a todo el mundo con su espada y hará morir a muchos. Ok, eso es lo que va a traer el Señor, porque muchos piensan que el Señor va a venir con flores y abrazos y besos y que te va a decir que te ama. No, el Señor va a venir a matar, man. A tumbar cabezas, man. He's going to come over here and chop heads off, man.
Yep.
Niggas think he's going to come out here passing out flowers and hugs and shit, man.
Hey, and there's like a time like never before, man. We ain't never seen chariots like this.
Oh, everywhere, man. And even the angels themselves are being seen now.
So when has this ever been, talked about in history, man? You had sightings or whatever. You had, chariots on, hieroglyphs and all that stuff or whatever. But Esau tried to hide this information for, ages. But now it's coming to the point. Everybody got cell phones with cameras on it. There's no hiding it no more. Okay. Right. But this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 7. We'll start at 6. Saying it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahushai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. And that's going by way of that father ship with the little drone ships, flying underneath it, man. Shooting laser beams, destroying this bitch, man. And flaming fire taking vengeance of them that know not Yahweh, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. And that's the people that didn't want to take heed unto the truth. Okay? Who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. Wherefore also we pray always for you, that our God will count you worthy of this calling and fulfill all the good pleasure of his goodness and the work of faith with power. And yeah, that's our prayer towards the elect. Okay, to those, especially to those brothers, okay, starting with our apostles and elders and, the men on down that's, laboringly, diligently, man. We pray for them brothers, we hope that they make it. We hope that we make it as well. Okay, because, if it wasn't for, our apostles and elders, we probably wouldn't have learned this truth, man.
That's right.
Okay, if Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai didn't put the spirit on Abba Bivens, and then he passed it on to, to our apostles, we wouldn't have gotten this truth, man. Okay, so you got to thank Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for this, man. Because this is the ultimate form of mercy in these days. Go ahead, Al.
Este es 2 Tesalonicenses capítulo 1, versículo 7. Y que a ustedes, los que sufren, les dé descanso, lo mismo que a nosotros. Esto será en el día en que el Señor Yahushua aparezca con sus ángeles poderosos, viniendo del cielo entre llamas de fuego. Vendrá para castigar a los que no reconocen a Dios ni obedecen el evangelio de nuestro Señor Yahushua. Estos serán castigados con destrucción eterna y serán arrojados lejos de la presencia del Señor y de su gloria y su poder. Cuando el Señor venga en aquel día para ser honrado entre su pueblo santo y admirado por todos los creyentes, pues ustedes han creído en el testimonio que les dimos. Okay, so we're waiting for that day, and then the Lord comes, and you know he gives us our piece of the kingdom, man.
Yep.
That's what we're waiting for.
Our reward.
God, our penny.
God. And this is Luke chapter 17 and verse 29. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Okay, so the same day that the elect getting beaten up in the chariots, hey, that's when that is going to happen, you know, simultaneously with the destruction. Even thus shall it be in this day when the Son of Man is revealed. Okay, so, hey, it's going to be raining fire and brimstone on, you know, mainly here in America, but different parts of the world, you know, which is that judgment. Go ahead, Art.
Este es Lucas capítulo 17, versículo 29. Pero cuando Lot salió de la ciudad de Sodoma, llovió del cielo fuego y azufre, y todos murieron. Así será el día de que el Hijo del Hombre aparecerá. So, eso es lo que estamos viendo, la destrucción de Yahweh Hashem Yahushai que va a traer, que es prometida. You know, all that is promised. The destruction of the society.
Yep. It's all been prophesied from the days of old, man. From the beginning. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. And we are people before we are placed. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And like we say every time we bring that scripture out, it's that Sarah O'Connor scene from when Terminator, when she's holding on to the fence, okay, and that beast of destruction comes and, you know, sweeps across her. You see her skin melting, her eyes fall, like you pretty much describe that scene to the T.
Yeah.
And that's where they got that from, man. And that's coming to America, man. And a time never before seen. Okay, because the heat from the missiles, from the warheads on the missiles, hey, they only say they're hotter than the core of the sun, man.
That's right.
So that's how, you know, elements is gonna melt. You know, and there ain't been no heat like that on the earth ever. So once they tying into the title, a time like no other. Go ahead, Art.
Este es Zacarías 14:12. Pero las naciones que hayan luchado contra Jerusalén, y son todas las naciones, el Señor las castigará duramente a su gente. Se le podrirá, se quemará la carne en la vida, se le quemarán los ojos en su calavera y la lengua en la boca. Ese día el Señor los llenará de espanto, cada cual agarrar de la mano a su compañero y levantará la mano uno contra el otro. Eso es lo que va a pasar, se van a derretir los ojos y la lengua de los habitantes, de los que pelearon contra la nación de Israel. Go ahead.
This is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said Yahweh, Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. There you go. Go ahead.
Este es Malaquías 4:1. El Señor Todopoderoso dice: se acercará el día ardiente como un horno, en que todos los orgullosos y malvados arderán como paja en una hoguera. Ese día que he de venir los quemará y nada quedará de ellos. Ok, eso está hablando del 2/3 de la nación de Israel. Ok, los que no creen en esta verdad van a morir aquí en Estados Unidos en la laguna de fuego, que es las bombas nucleares que van a caer, que los rusos van a mandar y las otras naciones. Si no lo sabías, ya estás informado. fuera.
All right, this is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. Okay, and that's, the boom from the missiles, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And like I just said, the heat from the missiles is hotter than the core of the sun. So the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Okay? And so, hey, it's going to be bad out here. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are you to be? Okay, so you knowing now that all these things are going to come to pass, how should you be conducting yourself? In all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay? And that's pretty much the point right there. Go ahead, Al.
Esta es segunda de Pedro, capítulo 3, versículo 10. Pero el día del Señor vendrá como un ladrón. Entonces los cielos se desharán con ruido espantosos. Los elementos serán destruidos por el fuego, y la tierra con todo lo que hay en ella quedará sometida al juicio de Dios. Todo eso es lo que viene, la destrucción de Babilonia, la destrucción de varios lugares de este mundo. Y el número un lugar que va a ser destruido es Estados Unidos, Misterio Babilonia. Okay? The number one place that's going to be destroyed is Mystery Babylon, aka America.
God. This is Joel chapter 2 in verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion. Okay, and it's talking about, where people before in place. Okay, so it's talking about the Israelites. And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. It's talking about that smoke, man. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like. Never shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Okay, and there's great people and the strong is talking about these missiles, man. Okay? A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Okay, it's going into, the trajectory when it's being shot. Right. Okay, you got, from the force of it's going to have a flame. Okay, and then the projectile, the flame that's burning behind it.
You got the missile going. You got the fire,
and you got the force that is gone. So that's what it's talking about. Okay. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. Okay, pretty much how you see everything behind around us, and behind them a desolate wilderness. So after they impact and they explode, everything's gonna look like a wilderness, man. It's gonna look like a desert. Okay? And nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on top of mountains, so shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Okay, pretty much going into them being in formation. Okay, and when they when the horses are coming off the top of the mountains, they got that big cloud of smoke coming behind them. That's how it's going to be, after the missile when it's coming, that big cloud of smoke. Before their face the people shall be much pain, and all faces shall gather blackness. Yeah, because people going to be afraid because there's nothing they can do when they see that missile coming.
Right.
They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break ranks. Yeah, there's not going to be nothing to deter these missiles. They're going to hit their mark. Mm-hmm. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Okay, going into, when they hit impact, that's going to be it. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter into the windows like a thief. That's going into, that beast of destruction. Okay, the flames. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. Okay, the earth going to quake from the impact of the missiles. Mm-hmm. Okay, The sun and moon shall be dark. The stars shall withdraw their shining due to the thick clouds of the smoke. And Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executed his word. For the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? Okay? And there's, to all these people who say they won't, they waiting on the day of the Lord, this is what you got to look forward to. And it don't sound very pleasant to what they teaching. They won't read this in the churches, man.
Hell.
Okay? Therefore also now said Yahweh, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with all fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. And rend your heart, and not your garments, and turn unto Yahweh your God, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, of great kindness, and repentant of him of the evil. So yeah, we need to be in a repentant state of mind, trying to turn back unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right? That's the mind state we need to be in, instead of, trying to party and bullshit all the goddamn time.
Right.
Go ahead, Art.
Este es Joel capítulo 2, versículo 1. Toquen la trompeta en el monte de Sión. Toque la alarma en el santo monte del Señor. Tiemblan todos los que viven en Judá, porque ya está cerca el día del Señor. Día de oscuridad y tinieblas, día de nubes y de sombras. Un ejército fuerte y numeroso se ha desplegado sobre los montes, como la luz del amanecer. Nunca antes se vio, ni se verá jamás, nada que se parezca. Son como el fuego que todo lo devora. Y ahora está escribiendo un misil, ¿okay? Que ya quema antes de pasar. Y aún después de ha pasado, la tierra de antes de su llegada era un paraíso. Un misil viene y ve la tierra donde va a pegar y todo está bien, y luego cae y destruye eso. Cuando se van parece un desierto, no hay nada que se les escape. O cuando cae es un desierto, no hay nada que esté viviendo. Su aspecto es como de caballos, corren como jinetes y se destruyen a saltar sobre los montes. Si has visto cuando tiran sus misiles, parecen jinetes antiguamente, caballos corriendo con polvo. ¿Ok? Es lo que está describiendo Joel. Como el crujir de las hojas secas que arden en el fuego. Son como un ejército poderoso en formación de batalla. La gente tiembla en verlas, y todas las caras pálidas, como valientes hombres de guerra. Corren, trepan por el muro y avanzan de frente, sin torcer ninguno su camino. No se atropellaron uno al otro. Esos están los misiles que van a venir todo el tiempo. ¿Okay? Y se lanzan entre las flechas, si rompen la formación, asaltan a la ciudad, corren sobre los muros, trepan por las casas, y como ladrones se cuelan por las ventanas. La tierra tiembla antes de ella, y el cielo se entremece. El sol y la luna se oscurecen, y la estrella pierde su brillo. El Señor, al frente de su ejército, hace oír su voz de trueno. Muy numeroso es su ejército, porque esos misiles son el ejército del Señor. Él está manipulando todo. Intocables los que cumplen sus órdenes. Qué grande y terrible es el día del Señor. No hay quien pueda resistirlo. Pero ahora lo afirma el Señor: vuélvanse a mí de todo corazón. Ayunen, griten y lloren. Vuélvense ustedes al Señor, su Dios, y desgárrense del corazón en vez de desgárrense de su ropa. Porque el Señor es tierno y compasivo, paciente a todo amor, dispuesto siempre a levantarles el castigo. Ok, so el Señor tiene mucha compasión y puedes arrepentir a cualquier momento, man. Go ahead,
All right. This is 2 Ezra chapter 7, and verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, and impertinence is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Okay? So But yeah, we coming to the end of this wicked rulership, man. This evil time that we're in. All right, and rightfully so. Go ahead.
Ese es 4 de Esdras, capítulo 7, versículo 43. Pero el día de la perdición será el fin de este tiempo y el principio de la inmortalidad por venir, en cual la corrupción pasó. Se acabó la intemperación, se corta la infidelidad, crece la rectitud y surge la verdad. Ok, so el tiempo de este imperio ha llegado a su fin y no hay nadie que lo pueda parar.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Yeah, so that's why these devils got all these, AIs and these robots, and they moving fast, with the MOTV, okay, because they know their time is short, okay.
Right.
So they trying to do all that they can, and they're gonna come down having great wrath because they realize that everything they done to try to get their birthright back, that they can't get it back. So you're like, well, shit, we're gonna take everybody with us, everybody we can take down with us. Go ahead, Doc.
Este es Apocalipsis 12:12. Alégrense pues cielos y ustedes que viven en ellos, pero hay de los que viven en la tierra, en el mar, porque el diablo, sabiendo que le queda poco tiempo, ha bajado contra ustedes lleno de furor. Y el autoproclamado hombre blanco se le está acabando su tiempo y el diablo está enojado. Go ahead.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay, and that's talking about the Israelites, but it's mainly talking about the elect. Okay, and they're going to be like madmen. Okay, coming down because, his time is running out. Go ahead, Doc.
Is that 15 or 16?
16.
No, 16 and 10?
70.
Oh.
70, 16, 70, and 71.
Gotcha. Este es 4 de Esdras, capítulo 16, versículo 70. Porque habrá en todo lugar, en las ciudades vecinas, una gran insurrección sobre los que temen al Señor. Serán como locos que no perdonarán a nadie, pero seguirán saqueando y destruyendo a los que temen al Señor. Que eso, viene todo esto el tiempo de la tribulación y no hay nadie que lo pueda parar. Cogerá.
All right, this is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Okay, because they're gonna come in like a flood, like it said, sparing none, because he knows that he have but a short time. All right, but when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him, and that's going into, divine intervention, spiritual power amongst different members of the elect. Okay, they're going to be delivered from these damn devils when they come in like a flood. Okay, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is not just going to, leave his man hanging.
Right.
All right, he's going to protect them, as he promised many times throughout the scriptures. Go ahead, Doc.
Isaías 59, 19. Todo el mundo, desde oriente hasta el occidente, respetará al Señor al ver su majestad, porque Él vendrá como un río crecido, movido por un viento poderoso. So, todos van a tener el nombre de Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, desde el este al oeste. Fuera.
Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst of water, which is going to be those two, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Okay, because he's going to shut up the mouths of his prophets, of his men, okay, from trying to tell you people the truth, because y'all don't want to listen.
Right.
Okay, so he's going to bring this famine of the word. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh and shall not find it. Okay, so they're not going to be able to find this truth Okay, because they wasted their time.
That's talking about going to the internet and trying to find this, and there's going to be nothing there.
Yep. And the day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst for this truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because while they was out partying and the parable of the foolish virgins, man.
That's right.
We out here, you know, getting our oil. They out there partying, and then, you know, they expect us to give us some of our oil. Hell no, man. You didn't put in on this, man.
Este es Amos, capítulo 8, versículo 8 and 8.
8, 11 through 13.
Ah, gotcha. Amos 8 y 11. Vienen días, afirma el Señor, en los cuales mandará hambre de la tierra, no hambre de pan, ni de sed, ni de agua, sino hambre de oír la palabra del Señor. ¿Okay? Porque el fin de nosotros estando aquí en estas calles, dándole la verdad, va a llegar a su fin. La gente andará errante, buscando la palabra del Señor. Irán de un mar al otro mar, y desde el norte hasta el oriente, pero no podrán encontrar. Hermosas las muchachas y valientes los muchachos se desmayarán de sed en ese día, porque están hablando de los vírgenes que no tenían esa verdad. Porque en ese día la gente se va a meter al internet, tratar de ver un video, como lo hacen siempre para divertirse, y no va a haber nada. No va a haber YouTube, no va a haber ninguna de estas redes sociales. Fuera.
This is Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's going to be so bad that the chief archangel Michael
That's
is going
right.
to have to come intervene. Okay, and the only ones that's going to be delivered is the ones that's found written in the book of life, which is the elect.
Ah.
Go ahead, Al.
Ese es Daniel capítulo 12 versículo 1. En ese momento aparecerá Miguel, el gran ángel, protegedor y defendente de su pueblo. Será un momento angustioso, el momento como no ha habido otro desde que ha existido la nación. Cuando ese momento llegue, se salvarán todos los que de su pueblo que tienen su nombre escrito en el libro. Y están hablando de los electos de la nación de Israel. Okay, el tercio de la nación de Israel y los 144,000.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 21. Yahushua speaking, red letter. For then shall there be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Okay, so it's going, and we see it's starting to get real bad out here, man. Okay, it's going to get worse. It's only going to get worse.
No.
And if you see the days is going by fast, we're already at the end, damn near at the end of the year.
That's right.
Okay, here it is. We midway through August already. So time is flying by, and if Yahweh Shemeshah didn't do that, there'll be no flesh saved. Because look at what Esau doing. Got this goddamn fake meat. Okay, destroying every goddamn thing. We'll be out of here if it wasn't for Yahweh Shemeshah. Go ahead, Doc.
Este es Mateo 24:21. Porque habrá entonces un sufrimiento tan grande como nunca lo ha habido desde el comienzo del mundo. Y la habrá después. Si Dios no acortará ese tiempo, no se salvará nadie, pero lo acortará por amor a los que son los elegidos. Que es los únicos que Él quiere, el Señor, ahorita en ese tiempo. Cogerá.
All right, this is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so there is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And we just read in Daniel that, you know, the ones that's going to be saved is the ones that was written in the book of life. Okay, so that's the Israelites that are going to be saved during the time of Jacob's trouble is the elect. Okay, so go ahead, Doc.
Este es Jeremías 37. Acerca un día terrible, un día como ninguno otro. Será un tiempo de angustia para el pueblo de Jacob, pero yo lo salvaré. Y yo, el Señor Todopoderoso, lo afirmo. Libraré a mi pueblo del yugo de la esclavitud. Go ahead, Doc.
Matthew 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So we got to endure and hold on to this truth for dear life all the way to the end so that we can be saved, man. Okay, you know, It's going to be some brothers that's in the truth that's going to fold during an hour of temptation. But we got to pray that it's not us. Okay? Go ahead, Doc.
Este es Mateo 24:13. Pero el que siga firme hasta el fin, se salvará. Porque hay mucha gente que dice que ya está salvo, pero no es verdad. Porque no ha llegado al fin. You hear that a lot in the Christian church. I'm already saved, man. What you talking about, Willis?
Exactly.
I already given my $1,000 seed money. And I got baptized. So what you talking about, Willis?
In dirty water.
Yeah, right?
This is Job 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee. I'm going to start at 18. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He wounded and his hands maketh whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. So, hey, how about Shemel Shah gonna have to put a cold spirit on us to laugh at famine and destruction, man? I'm just saying. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Okay, so hey, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be on during that time, man. Right. Hopefully we're part of that number, because that's talking about the elect. That's not talking about everybody in the nation of Israel. Right. Because everybody in the nation of Israel didn't sacrifice. They didn't make their body live and sacrifice. They didn't feed the Lord's sheep. Okay? That's only, that's a prize or reward for those that were faithful unto Yahweh Bashim al-Shah. Lord willing, we're part of that number. Go ahead, Doc.
Este es Job, capítulo 5, versículo 18. Si él hace una herida, también le vendará. Si con su mano del golpe también da el alivio. Una y otra vez librará del peligro y no dejará que el mal llegue a ti. En tiempos de hambre te librará de tu muerte, y en tiempos de guerra te salvará de la espada. Te protegerá de las malas lenguas, y no habrás que temer cuando llegue el desastre. Te reirás de hambre y de calamidad, y no tendrás miedo a los animales salvajes. Las piedras no estorbarán en tu campo, y las fieras serán tus amigos. En tu casa tendrás prosperidad y la revisarás del ganado del encontrazo. En ese día de la tribulación, los electos van a reírse de todo. Van a tener suficiente de comer, protección del Señor, y los animales no les van a hacer nada. You imagine a hyena? You laughing and the hyena laughing there too? You know how the hyena be laughing? Yep. Man.
Sitting there cracking up.
Yeah.
Hey, it's going to be live, man. And, we're going to get this to prove that what we read in Job is talking about the elect. So this is Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall be rejoiced, but ye shall be ashamed. Why are they going to be ashamed? Because they didn't take heed unto the warning, when the doors of grace and mercy were still open. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And there we go. That's the point, man. So Yahweh Bashim al-Shah is going to take care of his servants, okay, because they were found faithful unto him, and they did that which was right in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, so he's going to reward them. Go ahead, Doc.
Ese es Isaías 65 y 13. Por eso el Señor dice, mis servidores tendrán de comer, pero ustedes sufrirán hambre. Ellos tendrán de beber, pero ustedes sufrirán de sed. Ellos se alegrarán, pero ustedes quedarán en ridículo. Ellos cantarán de alegría por el gozo de su corazón, pero ustedes gritarán y llorarán por la tristeza de su aflicción. En ese día, man, el Señor nos va a cuidar, vamos a reír, vamos a comer y vamos a beber. On that day, we're going to be living it up, man.
Yep.
We're going to be eating and drinking and laughing, and everybody's going to be screaming and dying, and people are trying to get to us. We're going to be surrounded by lions and hyenas and what?
You didn't put in on this.
Yeah, man.
You didn't put in on this.
So, hey, you can repent or not.
Exactly.
We're not asking you. We're just telling you what you should do, what's a smart thing to do. But
Hey, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
that's right.
So we're going to close out giving our praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
All right. We pray and hope that you found this lesson edifying, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who we've learned the truth of the Bible from. Peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, to you believers and listeners out there that came back into the faith and obedience of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and much love and respect to you brothers, pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth, risking your lives and freedom, now more so than ever. May Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai continue to bless you and your households. And with that, Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah, and a Bible Ball.
Estamos llegando al fin de este campo, hermanos. Ojalá que fueron edificados y viendo que la tribulación está a mano. Las cosas que están pasando se están desarrollando. Estamos leyendo de un libro de hace 2500 años, ¿no? De libros apócrifos. ¿Okay? Muy importante que eso se está desarrollando y ustedes lo están viendo. ¿Okay? Para que vean que estas escrituras, estas profecías tienen valor, están pasando. You know, because we're reading off these prophecies and they're unfolding as we speak.
Yep.
And these prophecies are before the New Testament. And the Apocrypha, this is like 2,500 years.
Yep.
Okay, this is before the Messiah came in the scene. So even so, this is even older.
Yep.
You know?
And it's still coming to pass.
And it's valid to this day. We're seeing it unfolding as we speak.
Yep.
So, arrepientan porque el reino está a mano, hermanos. So, es todo lo que le tengo que decir. Ojalá que fueron edificados. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatah, Bakakadash, y doble honor a los maestros de la Gran Piedra Molino, donde aprendí esta verdad. Y el que tenga oídos escuche. Shalom.
Shalom.